Hey guys, what's up? Well, I guess you can say that this is the first video of me in front of the computer over at the Connecticut house. And some of you are probably noticing by how weird I probably look right now that this is the first video I'm making like this that's not inverted horizontally. I finally figured out a way how to fix that. And also, I'm currently in the kitchen right now, as you can see. The reason why I'm not up in the room right now is because I was supposed to have a computer desk all set up just this past week, but what happened was when the workers brought up the top piece for it, they discovered it was damaged, so they had to take it back down, bring it back to their shop, factory, or whatever, and then make a new one, and then get it up here. So it happens, but like I said, this is only temporary. But for now, this is where I am. But anyway, as you can tell by the title of this video, I love my nieces. That's just something I have to say. I really haven't talked about them that much on this channel, aside from the couple of videos I made for them over the last couple of years. But this is just something I really got to talk about. Probably one of the reasons why I consider making this video is because for the last couple of years or few years, since they've been born or whatever what their age is, I've been living in a different state, so I haven't really been interacted with them as much as I have currently now. And right now Stella is 3 years old. She'll be 4 on September 9th, and Nadia turned 2 on June 25th of this year. And, I'd say this started within, I don't know, I'm going to say the start of this year, maybe somewhere around that time. Both of them got more and more excited to see me. It was a really good thing to see. When Stella was first born, she was more, on like the nervous or shy side, I guess you could say. Whenever she didn't know someone that someone that wasn't her mom and dad, she would kind of turn away, not really say too much. Where Nadia, on the other hand, was kind of more eager to see people she didn't know. She would kind of walk up to them. Or at least she would walk up to me, kind of like tug a little bit, meaning she wanted to be picked up. I'd hold her. It was so cute to do that. And right now, the way things currently are is Stella is speaking a lot. She's saying a lot of good words for 3 years old. She kind of takes after my brother in that regard because my brother kind of started speaking earlier than I did when he and I were those ages. So she kind of has that part of him, I guess you could say. Now, like I said, Nadia, while she doesn't say as much, she's only 2 years old. Within the last month or so, I would say she's really started saying a decent amount of words. Like when I went to their place last week, to have dinner with them, she was saying like a decent amount of stuff. Like she wanted me to hang from a bar. No, I'm sorry. She wanted me to watch her hang from a bar. And, things like that. And Stella would do the same thing. And my feelings, I've really started feeling this great ever since I noticed just how happy they are to see me and how eager they are to see me. It's really been awesome. A good case in point will be this morning, as a matter of fact. My parents were here, and we all went out to have brunch this morning, because today's Sunday. We all went out to have brunch this morning, and then afterwards, my parents headed back to Long Island, and Stella had actually asked my brother if I was coming by to their place after brunch because she wanted me to see some stuff with them. And even though Nadia doesn't really say stuff like that, you can tell just by her expressions and how excited she is that she's so happy to have me around and just to go to their place, and that's a really, really great feeling to have. You're probably hearing the grandfather clock for the first time in this house. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, and when I was over there, they wanted, like Stella especially wanted me to watch her do stuff on their little playground that they have, and Nadia would also do similar things. Even though she can't speak as much, just by her like hand signals and her I guess her emotions, you could kind of see what she was trying to show me. And yeah, so far, things are great with them, and just I had to make this video and just say that I love them because, It's true. I really do, and it's. I just feel like I had to tell you guys that because, like I said, it's a really true thing, and I just had to get it out there, just because I really feel about like how awesome about how they are and everything. One of the things I also think about, this is like way in the future, I'm sure, but I guess it's kind of good to think early about is, if like down the road, if like let's say there's ever something they're too nervous or whatever to talk to their mom and dad about, you know, I'd like to be the person that they could talk to about that stuff if they're too nervous to speak to parents about. You know what I'm saying? And that could be about anything really, but I doubt, like I said, I doubt this is going to be for a while, but I just kind of want to put it out there that if they were ever in that situation, I'd be more than happy to speak with them and tell them like whatever they need to know. And that's just a sign of how close I really am to them. I really, like, I am so happy to be their uncle. I really am. Ever since I became an uncle, like I said, some of you may remember, I officially became an uncle September 9th of 2013. That's when Stella was born, and then Nadia was born. Nadia was born June 25th of 2015. So, but ever since then, I've always wanted to, I always wanted to show that like I'm gonna be a good uncle. I'm gonna love them. I'm gonna be there for them if I have to be. You know what I'm saying? Like if there's any point. So, like I said, these last few months have really been a big change in feelings to them for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm probably not saying that the best way possible, but like, just along the lines of, just they're awesome. I'm so happy to be their uncle to these two girls. And it's really a wonderful feeling. And like, will my brother and sister-in-law have any more kids in the future? That's up to them. But just if they do, I want to be. Just how I am, as I want to be the same way, like how I am for Stella and Nadia. I want to be the same for whoever that they're going to have, after them. I just feel like it. Like I said, it's a great feeling. It's like I said in earlier videos. It's a feeling you can't explain or describe, but it's just a great one. You know what I'm saying? You really can't put into words what this feeling is, but it's just how it is, and that's just how I feel about the whole thing. And like I said. Actually, like another time was, when I got here Monday morning, we went to another place to have breakfast, and right away, Stella and Nadia were very happy to see me. As a matter of fact, Nadia wanted to give me a hug, which was really adorable, and like hugs just do amazing things. They really do. Like a hug is just a very simple action and no words, but just that itself. There's just something about it. It's that same thing like I just said before. You really can't put into words what the feeling is, but it's just a great feeling. And like I said, they're just great to be around. Can they get a little wild sometimes, get loud when they're playing and running around? Yeah, but you have to realize, that's people at that age do those kinds of things. The funny thing is, I can remember when my brother and I used to kind of be like that, and my dad would be so stressed out from it. And, at that age, you wonder, like, why is he so upset about this? Then as an adult, when you see it happen in front of you, nothing bad or anything, but you're just like, oh man, are they active? But then again, when I was that age, best I can remember, but my parents remember that more than I do, obviously. You can kind of see where they're coming from, but at the same time, at the end of the day, just they're just really awesome to have, and I see them every now and then when I can, and next year Stella's going to be starting kindergarten because I started kindergarten in September of '93 when I was 5 years old, and she'll be 5 she'll be 5 in 2018, so she'll be starting at the right time. But I guess I'm already going really far ahead already as it is, huh? They always say enjoy the time you have with them now, and I am, honestly. It's been so wonderful having them around. I can joke around with them, and they're always like, hey, look at this, look what I can do, whenever they see me. And, like I said, just simple stuff like that. It's just really funny. It gets me laughing. It gets me smiling. Even, like, there have been days where I've been totally stressed out from this whole move thing, and then they show me stuff like that and laugh, and that just does wonders for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes a lot of the stress just go away, and it makes you smile, and it's a really good thing. So there you guys have it. It's you basically get the main point that I'm trying to make in this video. Just, my nieces are great, and I love them, and they're great to have, and now that I'm living here, I'll get to see them more often, and yeah, like I said, I expect more exciting and maybe some crazy times with them. It all depends on how much they're like they want to do. Look at this, look at that. Then it's like, oh, I had a busy day. Can we just do this some other time? But regardless of that, they're just two wonderful girls, and being their uncle is really a great thing. Very happy with it. So there you guys have it, main points. And again, two awesome nieces, great to have, and love the time I spent with them. So it's good. So as usual, guys, thank you very much for watching, and take care.